Jim from The Office is asking us to plant corn for a movie he's directing. And I was like, yeah, I know how that sounds, but I do need corn planted immediately. And they did.
And they did?
And they did.
Hi, I'm Natalie Portman.
I'm John Krasinski.
I'm Eiza González.
We filmed in a lot of locations, so let's see if we can remember them.
Here we go. So, I'm not gonna show you.
Yeah, don't show
cheat.
me the, yeah.
You strike me like you're a cheater sometimes.
Wow, that is right off the bat.
Can we steal? Yes. She's already competing. If he doesn't know it, I know that for him. She's like, I know. I watched that the other night.
Oh, I know what this is. That has to be Niagara Falls on The Office.
Yes.
And that is on the episode called Niagara, I think. And that is the Made in the Mist, where we actually did all that guerrilla style. They didn't know that we were gonna be coming on the boat shooting a scene from The Office.
No way.
Yeah, only the head guy in the boat knew. And so we all ran on and people were just taking a tour of Niagara Falls and I was proposing to Jenna on the boat and people were like, what's happening? And then by the time they knew, we were done.
That because they're that talented.
Can you imagine if they were like, nope, that's Fountain of Youth, and I'm like, oh. No, that was one of the most emotional episodes because it was finally us getting married. Yeah. And it was a big episode that we were all really nervous about. And I remember that was such a great thing to shoot because the sort of guerrilla style energy made us not be nervous. We were sort of focused on getting on a boat in time and how close can we get to the water and things like that. And we had such a blast. I do remember, I think it was me, or maybe it was Jenna. One of us was very sick, like somebody had the flu or something. And so our kiss wasn't really a kiss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What was it then?
We did sort of like a twist the head and it looked like we were kissing, but we were like 3 inches away, yeah.
Like,
was it me? Did I have the flu?
You had the flu.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so romantic, right?
Yeah.
Let's just ruin that episode for everybody.
What is this
Whoa.
girl?
And why can't we go right now?
Where old are you? Yeah.
The news is I don't have my glasses, so you could be.
Thor? Is that Asgard?
Yes!
I think it is. That's not like what the actual place looks like. The actual place is just like a golf course.
Is that true?
You're like, it could be Cabo, really.
Thor loves golf.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a golf course in Australia that looks like Asgard. I love Sydney, I love Australia. Would be there all the time if I could. The nature is amazing. The beaches, it's like some of the best beaches in the world that are in a major city. And then you also have all of this like culture, like art and opera and restaurants. It just wins.
It wins.
It wins. It wins.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. You know what?
Let's go right now.
It's so nice.
Thoughts on Vegemite?
Well, and then there's Vegemite.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do it. I'll do Vegemite, but I don't crave Vegemite.
Nice.
Great way to answer.
Good political
Political,
answer.
yes. Yeah. But like avocado toast, they invented it.
Yeah. They did?
Did they really?
I thought it was a Californian.
Yeah, I thought that was.
I thought it was someone in LA for sure.
I mean, it started there and now it's everywhere.
Yeah. Thank you, Australia.
Thank you, Australia.
Thank you,
avocado
Australia.
toast.
Yeah. Yes.
It's the heart of London. And this is Three Body Problem. And we filmed right after COVID. And so, you know, it was the time that you were getting tested constantly. And we shot this show for 12 months. So everything was kind of like adjustable in the sets, but we all knew that there was one day that it was like unmovable. And it was because we were shutting down completely the center of London. And so it was booked for months and we were getting tested every single day. And I was like, ready to go. And I get tested. And the day before, I get COVID.
Oh no.
I get COVID.
When you have Piccadilly Circus.
When you closed out Piccadilly Circus. It was a whole mess because they had to double me and find someone because they couldn't cancel the location that looked like me, had my height. And it didn't work, and we had to reshoot it all over again in the back lot of Shepperton.
Oh no!
Yes. And it was a nightmare. It's a production nightmare that you never knew. It's just like you having the flu.
Yeah, exactly.
You would never know, and now I've ruined it for you too.
Yours is worse.
You're welcome.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. This is so hard.
This is like
abstract.
I know what this is.
Immediately, you know this.
My favorite story about this was as I was writing the script, no one knew what I was thinking. So I went on Zillow and found this house to write for. And they ended up shooting at the house that I found on Zillow. Wow. So thank you, Zillow. This is Pawling, New York. That is the location of Quiet Place. And one of my other favorite stories was they grew pumpkins on this land, not corn. And so when we told them that we needed corn, they went, no problem. You need 8 months for that. And I went, right. So we would have to start. And they went, last week. And I was like, oh my God. And so we had to get Paramount, and I hadn't directed a big movie. And they were like, so Jim from The Office is asking us to plant corn for a movie he's directing? And I was like, yeah, I know how that sounds, but I do need corn planted immediately. And they did.
And they did?
And they did.
Damn.
We got so much value out of the kids running through the corn. And us being in the corn all the time. So it was awesome. There's no substitute for practical being there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Plant your corn, guys.
Plant the corn. That's the lesson from this.
Yeah, that's my lesson.
Yes.
I mean, for me, the most difficult day was probably, I was nervous to shoot my wife giving fake birth in the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And then turned out she was such a pro. She did that whole scene in one take.
Wow.
And I remember before the movie, I was looking for editing spaces, and I went into this editing bay, and Rob Marshall was editing Mary Poppins in there. And he said, when do you start? And I said, next week. And he said, oh man, you're gonna see. And I said, I know, she's so great. And he went, nope, you don't know yet, you'll see. And I went, nah, I'm married to her. So I went, nope, not until you're on set will you know why she's as good as she is. And I remember that was the day. In the bathtub scene, I was like, oh my God.
That scene is so powerful.
She's amazing.
She was amazing. And then when we called cut, she went, by the way, what is for lunch?
Yeah.
Like she just turned it off right
I
away.
could see that.
Okay. Oh God, one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
You should steal this one.
You know this. It's the movie I like geeked out.
Yeah.
We both geeked out on
Yeah.
you for.
Really?
Yeah, the Wachowskis.
The movie for Vendetta, obviously.
Yes.
Thank you. We shot in Berlin. We shot in Babelsberg, the old studios there, yeah. And obviously we did some exteriors in London. The first memory that pops into my head, well, obviously shaving my head. That was really wild. I really got pumped up for it, and then was very surprised by the whole feeling of having a shaved head. It was really the first time I felt rain.
Wow.
my
Wow.
How old were
Was
you?
that shot the first time you had rain on your head? When they did that shot and it rained on you?
No, it was just after we did it, and I was
walking
in the
home.
street
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
home, and it was raining, and I was just like, wow, this is insane.
Wow.
So cool.
Eiza and I nerded out on her during our movie.
Crazy.
It was a little bit too much, probably.
Yeah.
I think we probably
that's
overwhelmed
kind of
you.
my eternal experience with that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I need to stop speaking.
Guys.
I personally think that movie changed the game.
Totally.
I remember watching that movie and feeling like something changed. You were able to do something that I didn't know you could do before, which was
100%.
really good storytelling,
Such-
dark, fun.
With performances,
Yeah.
but interesting and deep, and really a bending, shaping movie in
Thanks,
that era.
guys.
And
It's
you
the
were
only movie
so-
you've done, right? That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great.
Would you shave your head again?
Reunion screening. I don't think so.
No.
Because I have curly hair.
You do?
I do. I know.
too.
I lie. I blow it out. But when it's short, when it grows back and it's this long, it just look like
I
a
remember
bar
that
mitzvah boy.
era when your hair was growing, actually, and you had
it
it
was-
quite. But it's cute. It's so
Well,
good.
it was cute when they flat ironed it, but when it was just me on a Tuesday, I just
It was
looked
not
like a
it. It
little
was not
boy.
working.
I looked like a little boy. Shaved head is cool.
It was cool.
Bob
Very.
is cool. In between,
Not so much.
not cool.
I'm sorry. Where what's happening? It's Fountain of Youth. This is Fountain of Youth. No, to be fair, but I got confused because the movie's not out yet. It looks a little bit like a location that we did in The Gray, another Guy Ritchie movie, but it is Fountain of Youth.
It also doesn't have the pyramids in it, which I think is kind of misleading.
Unfair. I was like,
Yeah.
this looks like Mexico.
like-
I'm thinking, is
Yeah.
this Mexico?
It's not
I'm
fair.
definitely not in Sicario. I was like, that is his wife. I was like, I wish I was. That's not me. Yeah, this is Fountain of Youth, and this is Cairo, I guess, right?
Well, the thing that's so wild is that there's pyramids on one side
Yeah.
and then full city on the other.
Yeah.
That
You
was
did it on purpose
shocking.
to trick me,
Yeah.
didn't you? Yeah, this is Fountain of
She's
Youth.
like,
She's like, yeah.
She's like, and by the way, it worked.
Yeah.
So
To be fair, we should say that we did not film inside one of the 7 wonders of the world. We did not touch anything. Nothing happened. Nothing got destroyed. it's intact.
You're saying
did
that
not
like
start a war.
there's news out there that there is.
I would be, because I watched it and I thought people are gonna think, wow, they went in because it's obvious that we're there and they destroyed. I'd be kind of angry.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, are they doing these movies? But no, everything was protected and we never touched it. The rest of the inside is amazing sets that were built in London.
I mean, the pyramids is pretty hard to beat. Cairo was amazing. And I got to sneak down for 24 hours to Luxor, which was,
Cool.
That
oh
was
my God.
jealous.
That was mind-blowing.
wish I could have done
To
that.
actually, it's hard to process, really.
Yeah.
There's a wonderful experience where you walk through this temple that's narrated by like Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, and it genuinely helped. You were like, okay, if they're telling me what's going on, then I
know
can
what's
process
happening.
all this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just, it's amazing.
I also really fell in love with Vienna.
Yeah.
Vienna
Amazing.
was spectacular.
It's beautiful.
It has like all my favorite art is there. The cafe thing is so beautiful. There's music everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful city. I'd never been before.
How many languages do you speak?
Not that many. It's over-reported. I speak English, Hebrew, and I'm like pretty good at French, and that's it. Eiza speaks many. You speak-
I'm in the same. I'm in the same place as you. Spanish, English, Italian, and I understand French. How about you?
Just good old American English.
All
You
American.
speak Spanish.
I used to speak
too.
Spanish.
Yeah,
I
he
used to
does
speak
his
Spanish.
once you
I
speak.
just need
always
to unlock
there.
it again. I should have spoken
Claro
with
que
you.
sí, deberíamos de hablar español.
Whoa, too fast. Too fast. This is for me. Is that Bogota? Is that Bogota, Colombia? That was phenomenal. Jack Ryan has been basically a travel show in disguise.
You've been doing this forever, actually.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
It's in his
the show.
contract.
Exactly.
Only travel shows,
Only
movies,
amazing
adjacent.
places, or I won't show
Yeah.
up. I will. I'll show up. Right.
Did you get to go around Colombia?
Yeah, we went around Colombia. Bogota also has some of the best food
In the world.
in the world.
Obsessed.
It's unbelievable. And then the last week we got to go shoot one thing down in Cartagena, and that was unbelievable. Am I saying it wrong? Cartagena.
No, Cartagena. That's fine.
Okay, great.
That's perfect.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It's doable.
That's okay.
Yeah, if you're going to Burger King, that'll work fine. But they have this huge fortress that the whole city's inside, and it's amazing.
I have a really good Bogota list for you.
Do you?
Ooh,
Yes.
I've never been. I'm dying to go.
I will send
It's
it to
amazing.
you whenever you want.
I will take the list.
I have a ton of lists for both of you. You can just have it and save it in your notes.
Yes, please.
Great.
I like
Thank you.
making travel lists.
I know this one.
Oh.
This is Lincoln Center in New York City from Black Swan. I mean, first of all, to shoot at Lincoln Center was
Yeah.
pretty extraordinary. It's so iconic. And I grew up dreaming about Lincoln Center. I would go to ballets and
Wow.
classical music concerts and theater there. This is like the epitome of everything good. And then to shoot there, it was very early in shooting too. It was like maybe my first day that we shot there, I think.
The rehearsal studios weren't in Lincoln Center, right?
No, the rehearsal studios we did at SUNY Purchase.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Which is actually, I think they did, I could be wrong about this, but I think they did all that jazz there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very,
Stanley Tucci went to SUNY Purchase.
really, it's an amazing school for the
Yeah.
arts.
It's amazing.
I want
it.
more like tips from all the places you've been.
Yeah.
You
I'm
have
sad.
a list.
Well, I have one. I have a list for all of you. You can email me. I'll put my email on the bottom of this, and I will be forwarding to all of you guys.